Hello everyone. In previous classes, we have studied about some of the aspects of the company analysis. We will continue in today's class. So, review questions we are already analyzed about the history, promoters, and the management, and technology, facilities, and the production. So, today we will speak about product range, marketing, selling, and distribution. So, what is product range? First of all, the number of types of the products which a company has. Okay, so we need to ask ourselves what is the company's product range. We need to understand that one. So how many number of products, I mean not the units, but how many types of number of products a company is producing, that one we need to understand. Are there any cash cows among the product portfolios? So cash cows means the securities which is providing regular or the steady income. Okay, regular income means it becomes a bonds, but here it's not exactly a bonds but a steady income. Okay, so cash cows are those securities which gives the steady income. How distribution and effectiveness of the marketing network. So how strong the company's marketing network is, and how the distribution or the supply chain management is going on. Then what is the brand image of the products? Brand image means the good name or the reputation of the particular brand. So you know about HAS, you know about Nestle. So some of the brand names are there. So those brand names, image or the reputation is also matters. Under company analysis, you need to understand that one too. What is the market share enjoyed by the products in the relevant segments? So there are a lot of product segments. Under that, what is the market share? Okay. So market share is, let's say, in one particular market 100 customers are there, so how many customers you are covering, or in one particular market 1000 goods are sold, and out of 1000 goods how many goods are from your company. So that is what you need to analyze under the company analysis. Then what is the effect and cost of sales, promotion, and distribution? So you are already studied about cost sheet, right? The sales, promotion, and advertisement costs also affect cost after the sales, promotions, and distributions. So that one also you need to understand. If your cost of sales, promotion, and distribution is less, that means your cost of production is also less. Then we'll go for another aspect: industrial relations, productivity, and personnel. So personnel means it speaks about HRM, human resource management. How important is the labor component? So some of the companies are there which is more dependent on the machineries. Some companies are more dependent on the labor components, which is called labor intensive companies. There are some companies equally dependent on the labor and the machineries. You need to understand what type of the dependency your company has. Okay, the next question is, what is the labor situation in general? So situation of the labor is also matters. If there is no proper working environment, if the laborers are not getting the needed facilities, then the company is not treated as a good company, and that's why we need to analyze the labor situation too. Then comes the environment. Are there any statutory control on the production price, distribution, raw materials, etc.? If the company is producing by using non-renewable resources, then the restriction and the control of the government will be definitely there. Okay, so that's why you need to understand this too. If there is any major legal constraints, for example, all the pharmaceutical companies has major legal constraints. Okay, they cannot produce each and every medicines as they want. Okay, so that is what comes under this. Then what are the government policies on the industry, domestic as well as related to imports and the exports of the final products and raw materials? So you need to understand this too. For example, automobile industry, the policy is different. Okay, there are several cars from Japan or some of the other states where the government is charging 200% of taxation. For example, in Indian company, if one Japanese car is for 10 lakh, when it came to India, that will become more than 20 lakh. Okay, like that for some of the raw materials also restrictions will be there. So that restrictions also we need to understand under company analysis. So that's it about the review questions, and the aspects will go for the SWOT analysis. Even we will call it as the SWOT instead of T, we use C. Strengths of the company you need to understand, weakness of the company you need to understand, opportunities of the company you need to understand, and threats, or we'll call it as the challenges too positively, so that also you should analyze. So under strengths, if the company is using a latest technology, it matters. Lower delivered cost, established products, committed manpower, advantageous location, strong finances, well-known brand names. So these all things are matters. Okay. Under weaknesses, loose controls, untrained labor force, strained cash flows, poor product quality, family funds, and poor public image. So these all things you need to analyze. Then opportunities, growing domestic demand, expanding export markets, cheap labor, booming capital markets, and low interest rate. So booming capital market is in a growth trend. Okay, so that is increasing trend. So about the threat or challenges, price wars are there. It's nothing but the competition. Even intensive competition, it's cutthroat competition. See, these first 2 points are related. Undependable components and suppliers, infrastructure, bottlenecks, and power cuts. So these all aspects matters when you are studying about the strengths, weakness, opportunities, and threats. I need to tell you one thing here. See, there are two positive points and two negative points. If the positive points are more and if the negative points are less, then treat that particular company as a good company. Okay, very important. Some major aspects, if it is there in the weakness, for example, technology. If the company is not using a good technology, so that is a major weakness, correct? So that also you need to consider. So let me to assign you another work under CSR. You have assigned some companies, correct? So you need to write the strength, weakness, opportunities, and the threats of that particular company, and you need to submit that one before Monday. Okay. So Monday is 12th of October. Before 12th of October, you should send it. There is no much procedures, just write down the SWOT analysis of the particular company, the assigned company for you, and no need to write submit it to. Okay, just write your name, class, and registration number. That's it. So it may become maximum of 4 pages, not more than that. So that's it for today's class. In coming classes, we are going to study about competitors intelligence.